Hello guys, so today we are solving this problem maximal score after applying k operations. So you are given a zero indexed integer array nums and an integer k. So you have a starting score of 0. So in one operation what we can do is we have to choose an index I, basically any index in the range of the length of this nums array. Okay, so we will choose any index and increase the score by num size. So whatever value is sitting at the index I, we will increase the score by that value. And what we will do is we will apply this ceil function. So ceil function over the nums I divided by 3. So whatever value comes, we will replace this value into that array, right? So in this way, what we have to do is we have to return the maximum possible score we can score, okay, after applying the exactly k operations, okay. And this the function ceil val is the least integer greater than or equal to val. So what does it mean is, uh, for example, let's say this is our array. So let's first understand what is that ceil function is, okay. So for example, if I am applying ceil function on 3.8, okay, so what it would give, it will give me 4, okay. So whatever is the nearest greater value, integral value, okay. For example, if we are applying ceil function on 5.1, what would be the answer? Its answer would be 6. So basically we have to get the next greater element, okay. So this is what ceil function does. Now we have to maximize our score. So let's take the example of this array itself, and then we will try to find. So initially score would be 0, right, as per given in the question. So let's go ahead. So suppose our score is 0, okay, score is 0. So which one we should pick, because we want to maximize the score. So that means obviously we should first of all pick the greatest value. So here it is 10. So 0 plus 10, the new value will become 10, right? Now we have to put the ceil function, okay. Ceil function in such a way that 10 divided by 10 divided by 3, right? 10 divided by 3. So what it would give? Normally it would have given 3.33. So its answer would come 4, right? So what we have to do, instead of 10, now we have to put 4, okay. So let me put it 4 there. So now we would be updating it as 4, okay. Now we will again check in this entire array what is the biggest value. Biggest value is 4. So let's take this value. So now our answer 10 plus 4 anyway. And what would be the ceil value? So ceil of 4 divided by 3, what it would be? So it would be 2, right? Because it will give 3 point something. So this will give us, ceil function will give us 2. So instead of 4 we have to put now 2, okay. So I would be putting here 2. Now I have put it 2. Now what is the next value? So what was the k? First of all we have to check the what was the k value. So k value was 5 here, not here 5, it is 3, right? So 3. So 2 operations we already done, right? So we have k equal to, initially k was 3, okay. So after one operation it became 2, okay. One more operation we have to do, okay. So what is the next value greatest? 3 is, any one of them is fine. So let's say I'm picking this guy. So this will become plus 3, right? Now k would become 1, okay. Then what is the next? 3 divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 ceil function, what it would give? It would anyway, it would give 1 only, right? Because there is no fractional value. So this will give us 1 only. So we will replace this guy as 1. So this total now our new value would become 0, right? So k finally became 0. So we cannot do any more operations. We did operations only when k was greater than 0. So what is the answer here? The answer would be 17, right? So this is what we have to do in this question. So we have to pick every time the greatest value. Then we will add that into the score. Then we will find the ceil value, corresponding ceil value, and then put back into the array. This is what we have to do, okay. So how to do that? So guys, as you would have observed here, we need every time the maximum value, right? So what if I create a max heap? If I create a max heap, suppose this is my max heap, let's say. This is my max heap, then top value would be always the greatest value, right? So if I store all these values into this max heap, this will look like this, 10 and 333, right? This will look like this and 1, right? So in this way, what will happen? This is my max heap. Every time, whenever I want, I will have the top of element would be the greatest. So let's say I'm picking this greatest guy. So this would become my 10, right? So initially my score was 0. So 0 plus 10. My score would become, or let's say it was initially 0. So now the new value is 0 plus 10. Whatever we popped out from here, we have to directly add into the score. So now score value would become 10. And this is my ceil function. This will be applied on 10 divided by 3. So what it would be? It would give me 4, right? So this value would become 4. So that means this 4 has to go to into the priority queue, okay, which is also called a maxi. So I am putting this 4 into the my priority queue. So will again come on the top of it because this guy is greatest, right? And our k value, initially our k value was, let's say in this example it was 3. Okay, so after this operation, we are done with one operation. So this would become 2. We are decreasing by 1. Okay, now we are again coming here. So what is the top of it? Top of it is 4. So this time x value is coming as 4. We have to directly add here. So 10 plus 4, it would be 14, right? And so what would be the ceiling value? So 4 divided by 3. What would be the value? 4 divided by 3 will give us 2, right? Because it will give 1.3 something something, right? So it will basically give the 2, right? So and our k would become now 1. So this 2 has to go to this here because 4 was removed in the operation. So I'm removing this 4 and I'm putting back here this guy, which is 2. I'm, I'm putting here. So this will come somewhere here, right? Because this is the priority queue. Now our k become uh, yeah, our k become 1 now. So we again have to take the top of element. So we have to add it. So this time x is equal to 3, right? We have to add it. So 14 plus 3, this will become 17, right? And here, what would be the value here? This would be 3 divided by 3.0, which is equal to 1 only, okay? Because there is no fractional part. So we would be removing this guy from here and we would be adding here 1. So where 1 will go, 1 will go to the bottom of it and our k would become now 0. Now because k is become 0, we cannot go any more operations because anyway we are allowed only to the k operations. So we are done k operations till here. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Answer would be the 17. So this is what we have to do. This is as simple as that. So let me show you my corresponding code for it. Hello guys, so this is my code, corresponding code for it. So I have created one priority queue here and this priority queue is based upon the max heap. So top value would be the biggest value. So that is why I have modified this constructor that a is equal to b minus a comparator. Okay, so now see here. I am first of all adding all the values of the nums to the priority queue and then see here while k is greater than 0 and pq is not empty, then what I am doing, I am popping out the values directly. I am first of all adding to the score and then I am creating the ceiling function, and whatever ceiling function I have created, whatever value comes, I am adding back into the priority queue and decreasing the k by 1. So finally it will run only till k is greater than 0. Finally this is my score. Okay, so let me try to run this code. So I am executing it. So yeah, it is accepted. Let me try to submit it. It is already accepted. So thank you for watching this video. If you guys have any concern, please make a comment over there. Thank you.